camp, sort of wrapping up the camp portion of fall today?
Well, I think that we've got some pretty consistent performances by a few of the players. I think Dontavius Sapp, been very, very consistent throughout camp, and like the way he's playing right now. AJ has done a great job getting better, being more vocal, and I'm happy with his consistency. Brent Brewer at the linebacker position, I'm going to be honest with you, when he left in the spring, I really wasn't sure if he, because we moved him from safety. So, the spring we were really concerned about how he was going to fit in at linebacker, but he has done a great job. He's really worked hard. Really proud of Brent. Brian Randolph in the back end has been very consistent as well. Ladero is starting to separate himself as well. I think he's done some really good things. Justin Coleman has shown a lot of consistency on the perimeter at the corner position. And then, we got, Cameron Sutton, who is a true freshman who's going to be in there. And I'm real pleased with the way he's progressed as a freshman. He still makes freshman mistakes, but he doesn't get rattled. He's really responded in the right way. Up front, we got to get better at our pass rush. McCullers is a big body inside, but he's got to give us more. In terms of third down, being a three-down defensive tackle instead of a first and second down guy. We just got to continue to rotate guys in there and keep bringing those guys along.
John, you got one practice left in the preseason technically. How set are you heading into game week at this point, you think?
How set are we heading into game week? I mean, we have a lot in, I think, right now for our guys and where we're at. So I feel comfortable with the scheme. There will be a couple things that we'll continue to look at and possibly add. It'll be, we're at where we need to be. For me, we're on schedule. We're working down our checklist of things that we need to get accomplished, and we're on schedule. We're ready to hopefully peak here in the first week.
What's the likelihood of Kurt Magid playing in the first game?
I'm not counting on Kurt. In the first game, he is getting more and more reps, but nowhere is near being full speed. So not planning on him.
He got some work tonight.
Yeah, he did. We rotate him in there in the nickel package.
Is the plan to increase that as you go?
Yeah, what we do is we drill them, we give them reps, and then we get feedback from Jason, our trainer. Hey, he responded well. There was no swelling, things like that. So that's kind of how we're progressing with him. I'm sorry, Jock. He's not going to do anything until he gets the pin out of the thumb, which I'm not sure when that is. Probably 2-3 weeks. The X-ray came back. It looked good. They were very positive. They did not give us time when the pins come in.
But in terms of the opener, is there any chance?
I'm not counting on him either. Yeah, I'm going in it with this guy's out right now. He's out, and we got to get it done with the players that are out there practicing.
You mentioned that Ladero will separate himself. You mentioned Sutton. How set are you with the lineup right now? You're still I know position battles will continue throughout the year. But you're pretty close to your starting 11.
Yeah, I think we got our base, we got our sub packages. We feel pretty good about the guys that are practicing right now that are getting the reps. It's always ongoing, as you know. We want to create competition, so hopefully some of those guys that are getting those second team reps push those guys, challenge for the starting position, make everybody better each and every single day.
So that's Ladero and Cam in the back end, with Justin and Brian kind of right down the base.
In terms of
you're walking out your base to play in Austin tomorrow.
Yeah, it'd be Brew at the Sam, AJ. It would be Sapp.
And the back end, Coleman, Sutton at the corners,
and Ladero and Brian.
Whether you're going to have planning on Sutton in the first game start.
Yep.
Jordan Williams got some snaps with him once. How's he progressing?
Jordan has had a great camp. I'm really out of the D linemen, he's probably been the most impressive. He's showed the most improvement. Again, we're looking for pass rush. We've got to be able to generate some form of pressure. We have to be able to disrupt the quarterback without blitzing every single time. So that's our challenge, and that's where Jordan has really improved and shown that he's made great strides in that area. So
how much is that emphasized by the fact you have such a young secondary? The need for a good pass rush.
that's emphasized everywhere. With every team, but yeah, with the young secondary, they're hey, it's going to be hit and miss. We gotta hang in there. We gotta mix it up for them. Can't do too much to where they're confused. They got to be in position to make plays and gain some confidence, and then progress from there.
Are there any guys stepping up now that Corey Breen and Jacques are gone?
We lost. Those two guys were our best pass rushers.
John, if you have to blitz, are you confident in your corners that they can handle the one-on-one stuff?
Yeah, you got to give them a breather. You can't just be locked up man every time you pressure. You got to have some of your zone pressures. You got to be able to mix in some different things, some different looks, and not let them just dig in on your corners. So we got some things that we can give them some bring pressure, but not too much stress on the outside.
When you're starting a true freshman at corner, does that factor into your play calling at all? With how much can he handle here on third down?
Oh yeah. I mean, you don't want to put the guy in a bad situation. You want him to be successful. You can't just hang him out to dry. You got to be able to mix in some two deep zones for him and let him bang some guys and get a level of comfort.
And along those same lines, it seems like Sutton and even Foreman and Swafford, it seems like those guys are all pretty sharp for young kids. Is that safe to say, the way they pick things up?
Yeah, they make freshman mistakes. They've been inconsistent, so they got a lot of growing up to do. But they're freshmen.
And Jerron's a guy that came in as a walk-on, doesn't get a lot of attention. It's kind of what he's always there. It seems like you just can't get him out of the lineup. How does
Jerron's going to help us win. He's a guy who knows what to do. He's in position. He's just got to make plays when the time presents itself. The last scrimmage, he had a couple pass breakups and a couple tackles. So happy with him. He's got to keep getting better.
And how big of a surprise has Devon been at that nickelback from what you guys might have expected? Coming in and
Devon's a very good athlete. He has mental lapses too often for us. So we got to get that coached out of him.
How do you feel about subbing an entire group, or not a group, but 4 or 5 guys on third and long passing situations? Is that something you like to do, or you prefer to leave the base down guys in there?
It depends on where you're at in the drive. If it's been, if it's the third play of the drive and it's third down, leave the guys in there if they're your best pass rushers. If you feel like, hey, this is maybe the 6th, 7th, 8th play of the drive, you're in a critical third down situation, based on the down and distance, whether you're in a sub package or you're in your nickel package or you're in a 3-down package, you may end up subbing and doing some of those things.
I know you guys have just had to kind of